Okay, good morning. It's Thursday, and we're going to get the last piece of this Google Business Profile. We're like totally nerding out on it. And I know that, if you're a business owner, you don't really have time to deal with this. And unless you're a total nerd about it, like I am, it's it's something that you just really need to find somebody else to do. So maybe this will help you to ensure you're getting what you're paying for if you are in fact paying somebody to do your profile or your Google marketing. So anyway, kind of having an interesting day. I'm a huge fan of taking super good care of myself, and I really encourage all my friends and everybody to do the same. And, you know, every day for like the past month, I've had a very rigorous morning routine. And, starting with like a breathing routine and then, a cold shower routine and then a gym trip and everything done by 6:30 in the morning. So I was starting to feel a little bit stifled by the morning routine. And I just like texted a buddy last night that I haven't seen in a while. And he's like, hey, man, just, stop on over if you want. And it was just a great chance to catch up. He just got back from Tucson and came back with a bunch of artisanal mezcals. And let me tell you, that was just such a great time, hanging out with a good friend and, taking one small opportunity to stay up late and enjoy some really good conversation. So, the reason this is relevant is because he is also a business owner and an entrepreneur. We were talking about how entrepreneurship is not for everybody, you know, and I recalled something that I once heard about, entrepreneurs are the only people who will work 80 hours a week to avoid working 40. And that is just, if you own a business or you're an entrepreneur in any way, that's the case. Obviously, that's not the end goal. You want to be able to work less and get some leverage in your business. And that's one of the things, one of the reasons that this is important, to learn how to market your own business, rather than necessarily becoming completely dependent on an outside source. But, if you do, then have the tools, have enough knowledge to make yourself dangerous, so to speak, and you can move forward in a good way. Just basically avoiding the pitfalls of working with some kind of outside marketing agency or whatever. So today we are just going over kind of a publishing plan for your business profile, and this the all of these tools I'm using. I don't usually do the SEO for our clients with eForce Web. eForce Web is a great partner. They do SEO and Google pay per click with our customers in the service industry. Plumbers and HVAC guys, pest control companies, and water damage restoration companies. So what you know what I'm doing with the Google Business Profile is I'm learning everything I possibly can to help just a few businesses that I work with on my own. And I'm implementing all of these tools that I'm showing you, and I'm going to come back and report to you exactly what those results are. So the kind of the publishing plan, after you get everything set up that we covered in the previous videos, and just to recap, it's really just a matter of building out the profile, making sure you have all the categories filled out. I gave you some prompts in the last video, or a sheet from our friends at GMB Miner, and those prompts are going to help you to actually come up with the descriptions and everything that you need in order to optimize for your services and your locations in your profile. So now what we're doing is we're setting up a kind of a publishing plan. So every week you know what needs to be done in order to keep building up some traction with the profile. And it does come down to keywords. I mean, words that you're putting on the page. That's really what SEO is about to some extent. There's more to it than that, obviously, but when you start out, like the first week, we are going to write 3 posts optimizing for the keywords of your main category. So if you are a pest control company, then your main category would be pest control, and you'll write three Google Business Profile posts to put in with optimize for those words, pest control. And then we'll actually go into the secondary categories. So the following week, you'll put in 3 posts with secondary categories. And mind you would like post every other day or whatever. So 3 times a week is a really good way to get, kind of get started and keep things going. You might need to schedule these things out. We'll talk about that. There's some tools for it. But the second week, you're going to focus on your additional categories. So I don't have a category list in front of me right now. If you need a category list, they are freely available online. You can just find what categories make sense for your business. Don't go overboard. Don't go crazy putting in categories unless they are relevant to your business and you actually provide those services. But you are going to write posts about each, secondary category. So I would spend the second week focused on that. And then the following week, you'll focus on your service areas. If you're in Orlando, then all of your posts aren't going to say Orlando, but you would want to break it up, into different sections of Orlando, different communities and towns in Orlando, so that Google will, start to find your business relevant in those areas. And this is really important, especially making sure that you follow the service areas that are listed on your website. So hopefully you have some kind of city page or service area pages on your website, but not just lumping them all into one, but separate pages, and then optimize for the keywords of those locations, and then put those in your business profile, focused on those service areas. And then the next thing you're going to do is to link back to blog posts on your website. So summarize a blog post, write a summary about it. You only have like 200 and so words that you can put into the business profile. So just write a quick summary of each blog post that's on your website, and then put in a picture and that as the summary as a description into your business profile, and that will cover you for like the 4th week. And keep in mind, you probably have more than 3 blogs, but you're going to kind of keep this going week after week after week. And then you have the blog post, but then you also have, hopefully on your website, you have some FAQs. Inside of your business profile, you also have frequently asked questions. So write posts kind of, talking about those frequently asked questions. Don't copy and paste those frequently asked questions, but reword it and just find different ways to talk about those topics that people are asking you questions about. And then you want to basically use the prompts that the business profile prompts that are listed in yesterday's video. I'll actually link to it here as well. But use that to kind of keep a publishing, uh, like a publishing calendar going for the business profile. And this will give Google all the signals that you're in this area and providing those specific services. And I really am excited to see and to show you what those results are going to be, because this is something that I'm just implementing. And then the next thing we're going to do is, basically adding more Q&A to that Q&A section on the business profile. If you were to type into, put into Chat GPT, what are the most frequently asked questions about this category, then you should come up with plenty, right? And then you can do the same thing for all of your secondary categories, all the different services that you provide, all the products that you work with. And that is going to it's going to give you something to constantly provide to Google. So you're not scratching your head and wondering what you're going to do. Just like you are probably making a social media publishing content calendar, and I know that it can be a real pain. Like, social media has not been something that I have really utilized that much, but I kind of like doing these lives because I don't get hung up on the editing part. I'm really not the technical person. I really just enjoy talking to business owners. So this is my way of talking to as many business owners as I can, and keeping myself from getting too bored working from home. I hope that you guys are having a great time out there. And hey, if you are also like a health nut like me, and you're trying to do everything right, um, why not take a day and stay up late with a friend? Have some great conversations, enjoy your life a little bit, uh, because I love discipline. I know there's freedom in discipline, but we have to kind of break that once in a while so that we can have a fuller, more rich life experience. So I hope that you're having a full, rich life. And I really, I thank you if you did actually watch this all the way through. And feel free to reach out if you have any questions. We'll catch you next time. We're kind of done talking about the business profile for a little bit, and we're going to talk next week about some other things like the business listings that are so critical, including the Apple business profile. All right. With that, I'm going to let you go. Have an awesome day and enjoy. Peace.